Welcome to the Wenatchee SkillSource orientation. Things we're going to cover today, information about our partners, the types of training that's available, funds available to pay for training, and what we have to offer right here at the SkillSource office in Wenatchee. When you think of SkillSource, there are four aspects that I'd like you to consider. The first one is, what do we offer right here in-house in the SkillSource office? Principally, we have some workshops I know you're going to be interested in. We have one you've probably heard about, the ACE workshop. This is where we spend 4 half days learning all about you. We look at what is your personality type, what are your career interests, what's your math ability, what are your reading ability. We spend a few days learning all about you. We take what we've learned about you and we compare that to the current labor market and help you figure out what job is the best fit for you in, well, 2020. And then we look at, well, what does it take to do that job? Do you need some training at a school? Do you need on-the-job training? Do you already have those skills? Our goal is that by the time the ACE workshop is over, you've learned about yourself, careers that are a good fit for you, what it would take to get into that career, and all of the resources available to help you get from where you are to where you want to be. We pack all that into 4 half days. People tell me afterwards, they say, you know, this is the kind of thing that I really wish I'd taken right when I got laid off. Or I wish I'd taken this right when I got out of high school. This really would have helped me. We get rave reviews from this from our customers. People are always glad they took it no matter what they decide to do at the end of it. Other things that we have available, we offer a brief workshop called Computers in the Workplace. Here we help you get the kind of skills you need just to function in the basic workplace. And you've probably figured out a lot of the jobs you want to apply for are listed online and you have to do an online application. We help people navigate those kind of things as well. We also do a short resume and interviewing class. You're going to hear later about our partner WorkSource. They offer this as well. We offer a kind of a hands-on version that allows you to get some resume building and some interview practice right here in our classroom, and we'd love to help you with that as well. So the first thing that you're thinking of those four, when you think of SkillSource, think of our workshops and what we have to offer right here in-house. The second thing, we have a couple of classrooms here. We have a classroom that helps people with their basic skills. Maybe you're a young person that needs to get some credits to get caught up to graduate from your high school. Or maybe you'd like to get your GED. Maybe you're an adult that would like to do one of those things. We have several classrooms here that can help you do that. Whether you want to get credits and apply them to high school graduation, or you would like to earn your GED, which actually is called the HSE now. See, you learned something already. Either one, no matter what your age, we have a resource that can help you with that. And we offer that right here in our building. Also, we have a technology classroom. People in our technology classroom typically are learning the kind of programs you need to be successful in the workplace. Windows, Word, QuickBooks, PowerPoint, those sort of things. It's a very hands-on learning style, as is our basic skills classroom. There's really never any time where you're sitting in a room and someone's talking and you're supposed to be paying attention. No, ours is all hands-on. You're learning. You're on the computer. You're studying a subject, whether it's how to use Word or how to do math. You're studying. If it isn't working for you the way you're learning, one of our instructors works with you one-on-one to get over that hurdle and learn what it is you're trying to accomplish. The third thing that we have when you think of SkillSource is we have funding available for vocational training. So we have students that we are helping fund their nursing program, maybe at Wenatchee Valley College, or we're helping fund their CDL training to become a truck driver. Well, the questions we ask about this is we say, hey, is the training that you need, can you finish it in 2 years or less? Does it lead to a license or a certification of some kind? If it does, it might be the kind of training that we can help you with. The fourth thing that we offer is on-the-job training. This is where you get hired by an employer. You're an employee just like everybody else, and you're getting paid just like everybody else. But SkillSource is paying that employer back half your wages, for the first couple months while they're training you. This works out well for you because you're getting paid to learn a new job, and it works out well for the employer because we're helping offset that initial training cost of hiring a new employee. If on-the-job training is something that you'd be interested in, SkillSource might have the funding available for that as well. So when you think of SkillSource, think of these 4 areas. We have some workshops available to you. Typically you just come here, participate here in-house. In a little while, you're going to learn about how to participate in these right from the comfort of your own home. We have a classroom where we offer some basic and some office computer training. And we also have funding available for both vocational training at schools and on-the-job training with employers. Something to keep in mind is we always make veterans priority in our orders of service. If you're a veteran, be sure to let us know that when you're talking to us, because we want to make sure we're taking good care of you. Now, I'm about to give you more information than you probably know what to do with. I just shared with you what we have to offer specifically with SkillSource, but we're not alone. We always partner up with anybody that we can to help you be successful. So in addition to SkillSource, there's a few resources I'd like you to also know about as you're trying to pick your career path. What I have for you is a little chart here, and what you'll notice is that I have two columns. There are ways to qualify for training dollars based upon, well, your household income, and there are ways to qualify based upon, well, you're being laid off from a job. So for example, here at SkillSource, we have people who come to us and we look at their household income and we compare that to a little chart, and if it turns out they're financially challenged enough, we have dollars available to help them pay for training to get onto some new kind of job. We also have people that come to us that maybe their household income looks pretty good, but they've been laid off from a job that they can't go back to. In that case, they qualify with us and we pay for training on their behalf, even though their household income looks pretty good. But we're not the only people with dollars like that. If you were to go to a community college, say Wenatchee Valley College or maybe Big Bend, they have what's called opportunity grant money there that looks at, well, what is your household income? They also have money called worker retraining, where they look at, hey, were you laid off? Can you not go back to that type of work? Financial aid. You may not even have thought about that. Hey, if you want to get to training, you might want to apply for financial aid. Financial aid has both of these options as well. They have one where you do an online application, and if your income level has been below a certain level, well, you qualify for funding. If you've been working and maybe you don't qualify, there's something we can help you submit called a revision request, where financial aid reruns your numbers because, hey, you got laid off. Or maybe there was a divorce in the family. There was some reason why you don't have the funds that it really looks like you have. If we do that revision request, you might be eligible for financial aid as well. In addition to these funding sources, there are a whole bunch of partners that we work with. If you're getting SNAP food benefits with DSHS, there might be some dollars available there. If you're collecting unemployment, it's possible that we could help you get a waiver where you could go to school, collect your unemployment, not have to do that work search requirement each week because you're in school making satisfactory progress. Our partners over at OIC, if you or someone in your household has worked in agriculture in the last couple of years, they may have some funding available to you. Other things to think about. If you were dependent on someone else's income, you lived in a household where you took care of the family and you were dependent on someone else's income and they lose their job, we call that a displaced homemaker. That might make an opportunity for you to qualify for training. If you owned your own business and this current situation that you're in caused you to have to close your business, you may be eligible for some retraining dollars under our formerly self-employed qualifier. As I've already mentioned, veterans, there's a lot of resources available to you that we'd love to get you connected with. Our friends at the Division of Vocational Rehabilitation, what they say is if you have any physical, mental, or sensory disability that makes it difficult to get or keep a job, they may have some funds available for training. And Job Corps, one of those things you've probably heard about but maybe don't know what it is. If you're between the ages of 16 and 24, you meet their eligibility guidelines and you would like to get training, have a place to live, have food to eat, and even medical care, the Job Corps might be a good option for you. Again, I don't expect you to be an expert on all these resources. What I want you to be thinking right now is that chances are you're going to qualify for one or two or maybe three of these things. And if retraining or training is what you need to get on to the next step in life, don't talk yourself out of it because you don't think you could afford it. We know that there's a lot of partners out there that like to get together to help you get to where you want to go. And the least you can do is sit down with us and help you figure out which ones that you want to be applying for or which ones you might be eligible for. As I mentioned, our partners over in East Wenatchee at the WorkSource Center, With employment security, they have job hunter modules over there. They have some basic computer classes as well. And they have some great staff over there to help you with your resume, set up your own SAW account, and they even have people who know a little bit about unemployment insurance if you need to ask some questions. They also have the veterans over there, Trade Act counselors, our migrant seasonal worker friends, and work first counselors for those of you that are working with DSHS. Another organization over in the WorkSource Center is OIC, and I mentioned them earlier. If you or someone in your household has worked in agriculture, you're going to want to talk to them, see what resources they might have available for you. Other partners, DVR as I mentioned, DSHS, the Job Corps, and Community Action. Community Action is a partner in town that just handles so many things it's impossible. They can have their own slide. If there's something that you're needing, from maybe assistance paying for your electric bill to getting your house insulated, give Community Action a call. They have a whole long list of resources that might be just what you're looking for. As I mentioned earlier, that we are going to be providing a version of our ACE workshop. That's going to be available to you actually through the internet. We're going to let technology overcome the distance for us, and you'll be able to participate in a very interactive ACE workshop, and you're just going to be clicking on a link to make that happen. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our brief orientation video, and we look forward to meeting you here at SkillSource.